that's more than my salary in a year. If you can't work because you're sick, how are you gonna have health insurance unless you're on some, a spouse's insurance or your parents' insurance or something, or government insurance, which isn't always very cheap at all. You still have to pay for that. It's not my fault, and it's not your fault. You didn't ask to have a chronic health condition. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Casey, and I wanted to come on, and if you notice, I'm in the same outfit and it's the same day as I was in one of my other videos, but I wanted to make a quick video about switching insurances when you have a like a medical condition and like the stressors of that, because I know that's kind of like a big thing. So I got a new job, and when you get a new job and your insurance is tied to your employment, then you have to switch insurances a lot of times. And so that's what I had to do. So when I was searching for a job, I had to look very carefully at what they were offering for insurance, because I didn't want to end up having to pay astronomical amounts of money for my medical care, because I know that I was going to use the insurance. And I'm on Humira, which is a very expensive drug. It is not cheap. For 1 month, if I had to pay out of pocket, it would be about $5,000. And so, that's more than my salary in a year. And so obviously that's not going to work. So when I was looking for positions, I really was careful about looking at the insurance that was offered and making sure that it was going to work for me. So I had to do a lot of research into that, and luckily I was able to find a job that had much different insurance than the one I was used to, but I think it's going to work out to be either like a wash financially, or I'll actually end up being better off with this insurance, which is good. The only thing that's a little tricky, and that was definitely stressful, and I could see being stressful for folks, is that I am on Humira, and it took a while, or a good while, to actually get this approved by my insurance company, because it is so expensive, and it's like a tier 3 level cost drug or something. So that was tricky. So, and I was also switching doctors. So I was like, oh, do I have my other doctor do it and stay with them until I get through the process, or do I have the new one? So luckily I went to 3 weeks before my new insurance is going to change to the other doctor. So I was able to talk with him about what to do in the appointment. And they have a really great pharmacy person at the new doctor's office, and so she has already called me, and she says, as soon as the insurance kicks in on September 1, I'll call the insurance and we'll start the approval process. Make sure you try to stock up. And luckily I started like a 3-month supply thing literally right before, so my last shipment of Humira was 3 months instead of 1, and so I have a couple of months in case there's an issue. But she said that with the insurance I'm going to be having, they cover it, and that because I'm already on Humira and it's working, that it should be not too difficult to get it approved. So I'm fingers crossing. I'm trying not to worry about it. She seemed very, very confident in what she was talking about and what she was going to do for me. So so that's it. But definitely, I totally understand if you're having to switch insurances, if you're unemployed and you have to pay for your own insurance, or have government assisted insurance, whatever it is, when you have a medical condition, it's very hard. And I am very grateful that I work in the school system, because they provide insurance for me, and they're flexible and provide good amount of sick leave and stuff if I have to go to the doctor for anything. And so I'm very grateful that it's not like bankrupting me, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that have chronic conditions that have a lot of medical debt. I really feel for those people. I wish that there was, some kind of an easy fix for that problem, but it's so hard, because if you can't work because you're sick, how are you going to have health insurance unless you're on some, a spouse's insurance or your parents' insurance or something, or government insurance, which isn't always very cheap at all. You still have to pay for that. So, It's very hard, especially when you're young, and when you're older, you may get Medicaid or something, but or Medicare. So I feel for anyone that's really struggling, and if you're struggling with finances because of medical expenses, feel free to make a comment below. I'm sure you would get a lot of support from others in this area, and maybe you'd be able to find cost savings, some people's tips and tricks. So if you are on Humira and you're having difficulty paying for your medication, feel free to put a comment below. I can send you the information for the cost savings program if your doctor didn't tell you about it. If you're living somewhere where maybe they aren't telling you that information for some reason, and you want to know about the Humira savings card, comment below and I could send you the link to their website, and you can go on there. Definitely talk to your doctor about that, because they probably know, or the pharmacy, how to get that set up, because it can save you a lot of money. They can help you out if you have a period of time where you can't pay for your prescription. Maybe you have a short time out of work or something and you need to have some injections for the meantime. They can help you out and make sure that you're able to get those, which is pretty cool. So that's it for switching insurances. Definitely stressful, but doable. Insurance is difficult. It's really hard, and when you know you're going to have to use it a lot, there can be some guilt too with that. I feel sometimes guilty because I'm like, I'm one of those people that makes the other people that are healthy pay a lot. And I try not to, though, because it's not my fault and it's not your fault. You didn't ask to have a chronic health condition, but I pay my insurance premiums, I pay my deductibles, I pay everything that I'm asked to pay. So I do what I can, and I know that that's what insurance is for. Insurance is for people that need medical care, and I happen to be one of the people that do. And I'm sure that the people that don't wouldn't want what I have and would be happy to let me have it, even though, they have to pay for more money on their insurance because of people like me. So if you like this content, you found it helpful in any way, please like and subscribe below. And if you know anybody that you think would be helpful to, please share it with them. I would love for them to be able to access the content and be part of the community. See you next time.